everyone, it's Shell with Little Acres Creations, and today I am using the newest stamp set, Piles of Smiles. This one is so cute. So we are going to do some masking. So I had printed this out or stamped this out earlier, and I'm just pulling some of my masks from that. So I have my little envelope. I want my envelope, and I want the little squirrel's hand, and then the two mushrooms at the very bottom. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut those out, and I am going to use a Zig two-way glue pen. And you'll see that here in a minute. And here it is. And it's a blue glue. And while it's blue, you can attach it permanently. But, and you'll see all the blue that comes out. And then when it turns clear, you can use it as a repositionable glue. So I'm going to do that to all my pieces and just coat them with the blue and then let them all turn clear, and then we'll come back and do some masking. And now I'm going to cut a panel down to 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm going to use that to do our stamping on. And I'm going to use my Misty for this. You can do it without a Misty, but a Misty is so helpful doing it on this. So when you're masking, the first thing you want to do is you want to think what you want to come to the front of your picture. So I am going to do the trio of the animals, the animal pile. So I want that to be in the front, and I also want my mushrooms to be in the front. So they're going to be like attached to the bottom of the tree trunk. So I'm going to go ahead, stamp those out, and then we'll put on some masks. And now, since I have my little piles, I am going to cover his little hand and put the envelope there. Because what I want his hand to come in front of the envelope, but I also want the envelope to come in front of the tree. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to stamp the envelope, and then we'll come back in and we'll put a mask on the envelope and on the 2 mushrooms. And then we'll stamp the little mailbox. Now I am pulling off all my masks, and I'm going to attach that to my stamp set. That way I don't have to cut them out again and I can reuse them. So as I pull off some of the masks around the little mushrooms, it didn't quite get all the way to the edge of the mushroom. So later I will come back with a black pen and just kind of draw in those lines. So if you have a Copic friendly pen, then you can certainly go ahead and do that now. Now I am just going to use some Copics to color this up. I'm going to color the animals, the little mailbox, and then I'm also going to just kind of draw in some big trees in the background just to kind of make it look like they're in the middle of a forest. So I'm going to put that all to music so that you guys don't have to listen to me jabber. And when I'm done, I will be back and we can finish up this card. Now I am taking an 8.5 by 11 sheet of just a pale pink paper, and I'm going to cut that down at 5.5 in the center, and then I'm going to score that at 4.25. And I am going to use the sentiment, sending you piles of smiles. And what I am doing is I just folded my card base up so that when I just flip over the top, it is in the right position so that I don't have to worry about, my drawing, my coloring getting messed up or anything. So I am just going to stamp that. And again, I am using some Lawn Fundamentals Jet Black ink. This is a Copic color friendly ink, and it's also watercolor friendly. So see how that worked out. And then I'm going to use my ATG gun just to attach that to my card base. And then I'm going to use my Wink of Stella and just to add some shimmer on parts of the card. I'm going to put that on the heart that's on the envelope, as well as the little mushrooms. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to use my glossy accents just to give it a little bit of shine and a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to top the little heart again on my envelope. I'm going to top it with the glossy accents. Also the little leaves that are kind of hanging off the little trunk, and then the mushrooms and the bear's nose. I thought that would just kind of add a little bit of depth and a little bit of dimension and just kind of make it shimmery and just kind of glow and sparkle. I thought it was a really cute touch. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was a lot of fun. If you're interested in purchasing the Piles of Smiles stamp set, then head on over to littleacrescreations.com and pick your set up. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.